Hey guys, I thought I'd pop in for a minute anyway. I'm not gonna be here very long. Hey, uh, no, we just need one of me today. Anyway, thought I'd pop in. Uh, take it for a spin for a minute anyway. So, I gotta tell you, I was up most of the night, you know, uh, which is not unusual, but, um, a lot, definitely on mine. And my heart yesterday, and I was tapped out a million different things, right? Well, actually, it's like one. It's this message, and for the past couple days, I've been like, yeah, I'll post that on the community wall. And I'm like, no, I won't. And then last night, I almost did, and then, well, then I decided, I think today that, especially after last night and the shenanigans and play today, that yeah, the message is probably not going to be posted to the community wall. I was thinking about being nice. And every time I try to do that with certain folks, well, it always bites me in the ass. Well, after a few decades, you learn. Right? You learn. So, no. No, 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 no. Not again. You know, just, no, I'm good. And, so anyway, um, like I said, it was a heavy, heavy night. One kind of expecting for a few months now, and all these other things, you know. But still pretty heavy. Definitely not something you carry lightly. But um, anyway, doesn't matter. It's neither here nor there. So I come to this place this morning, right? I'm like, oh, let's take a walk through the park, right? On an average, typical Monday, you know, a typical, average, basic bitch Monday, and see what's around the Jurassic Park streets of basic Bitchville on the average fucking Monday, right? So I hit a few things. I kind of do my little thing, you know. And anyway, oh look, I gotta tell you what I found. It just brightened my whole day. It really did. Made it all better. Um, got a few of the last pieces I needed. Sure did. Sure did. It's always, you know, I don't know how to explain it other than to say that, you know, when somebody plays the same goddamn game with you for years, and essentially that's what they've done at this point, right? Here in this room, it's one I've also lived through in person for, well, damn near most of my life. So, it doesn't really. do what it does to average or normal people, um, that they're used to doing this to and getting shit out of. Um, and for me, after watching them for this long, um, it's the typical shit, right? And really, if they think that their games for, oh, I don't know what, couple months now, and their last failed fucking full tilt mode of Ville, they think especially the last few weeks have just got me into like a ball of, oh my god, in a certain state, right? Which is always them using the abuser. Y'all know how it goes. It's usually when they try to for their best food, and to hurt me with the most. It's their thing, right? And then Monster's full out playing right now because it's getting fucking bold. And that's all good. Same illegally, by the way, him and Ziggy and their little shenanigans with my medical shit the other night. Uh, that was cute. Got proof that that was, legit. So, um, yeah, no, no, no. Um, turns out, all the peoples around us were watching that too, and they're watching what Monster's doing real close. Um, yeah, but anyway, yeah, that's definitely way past the line. So, and whatever. But anyway, so today, I'm like, well, we'll go into the basic bitch Monday bullshittery around here, and see what hell's going on. See if we can, you know, we can fairly well judge the games and win. You know, typical shit, nothing new. And really, what happens is, see, when they think that you're still just gonna be all like this triggered fucking hot mess, they can easily manipulate and throw off all these fucking stupid, same repetitive shits with, same chat tricks, same everything bullshit, same. Ugh, it's just, it makes you want to cringe. But see, sometimes, well, and it also makes it easier if you like announce you're going through some shit. Cause then they really, it's like, oh, I don't know, chumming the waters, right? And, then they just bring in all, like good abusers, they just bring in all the big hitting shit, right? And they just one to it the whole way. Cause monsters often I don't know, their egos are bigger than their fucking brains. Um, anyway, so as long as you say, I don't know, walk through some shit, act like chat let loose and gone wild is all distracty and shit, act like you can't see the twisting and turning, the goofy basic bitch shit, all that. What essentially happens is the same thing that always happens. When you get someone like um, near fucking monsters and pieces of shit, they end up with nothing, and I end up with, well, the goddamn world. It tends to fucking happen. Now, I don't know why they don't at this point see that all they ever really get is the same shit. You're watching them do the same shit they've done for far longer than we've been here public, right? Same shit. Same shit. Nothing around here ever really changes. Every couple weeks they redo the setup, they bring in and back out, the bad guys, the good guys, the apologists, the fucking, I don't know, the arcs, the fucking tied up bows on shit, and they regurgitate, right? Same shit. Same exact shit. And you'll see a million motherfucking channels a day swearing up and down. They're gonna go over Summer Wells. They're gonna go over the case. They're gonna do whatever, right? You ever actually see them do that? Hell no, they're everywhere but. They're not actually putting pieces together. They're not trying to do any of that. They never have been, man. And they throw out the same articles and news pieces and everything else. Y'all seen a million times. You can go read yourselves. But on top of that, they all know it's all been tampered with and fucked with because of them writing and weaving and doing the fucking fairy tale shit for people before you all ever even seen the first interview. From C and D together anyway. And a little bit before that. And Betty, what they're wanting is to play good cop, bad cop. It was honestly laughable, and I was trying so hard. I know they were all like, oh, she's triggered, she's yelling, whatever, right? But it wasn't that. It was, I was trying so hard not to goddamn laugh, dude. It was unbelievable. Because I'd gotten what I needed in the first few minutes over there. And, as you could see Trevor's little face come out. Did you see that shit at the end, baby? Oh, that was funny and fuck. Did y'all see Trevor's mask slip? Did y'all see it? It was pretty funny. I thought it was funny. Anyway, this dude really tried to abuse me with Summer, y'all. Especially after I mentioned them flyers, eh, Trevor? Them fucking imaginary flyers. You don't talk about it? I bet you don't. That's okay, though. Anyway, but yeah, he straight up abused me with Summer, dude. Straight up did. And for a dude who champions, like, on this whole, he's fucking delicate and he's just, such a good guy to women and children and whatever. Here he is yelling at me and telling me that he hopes, like, Summer and everything else haunts me for the rest of my fucking life. And I'm like, and it's my fault and I didn't save her and he hopes that fucking haunts me. Yeah, no shit. No shit, Trev really did that, dude. But you should see the nicey nice calls in the background and all that, the recordings. So different. Anyway, but I know who, had Trevor go over there today. Anybody notice the pauses and shit? Anybody notice the same game? Did anybody bother besides me to record chat and shit in real time? Did anybody do that? I did. God damn, you should see mods move on any positive comment. They were cleansing the hell out of that chat, bro. Had her own members even pissed the fuck off. They're like, whoa, I've been here for 16 months, you fucking whore. You fucking timed me out the first time I disagree with you nicely? What the hell? Cancel my membership. It was great. And then the mods would delete that shit too. I was like, oh my god, we're at like day one. We're at like day one of YouTube. God, I remember when they used to, like, they were really bad for that. And, the way back. This is, oh my god, especially during that marathon. It's where I first learned how bad they are about that. And now blocking people doing whatever the fuck, that's a whole different thing, but when you see them do that with any positive stuff, if somebody's like, I should show you immediately what the manipulation is and what they're letting run in chat. And then they're hoping that it distracts somebody. Now, if you give them the idea that it is, like those stupid baby ass tricks still might work on a motherfucker, which, hint, hint, I seen them way back when I first come into contact with this fucking group and drug in by Penny and whatnot over in a marathon. I was like, oh, ain't that a neat trick? They're cleansing this shit. They're doing things to certain people while they're on panels. Anyway, so it's this old bullshit, right? Just rinse repeat around here. And then suddenly just there's a link drop and Trezor, I don't know. I'm like, did you report everything all the time? It was fucking fantastic. It was pretty funny. Swear to God, it happens every time, doesn't it? Like, who paid tonight for another fucking bullshit? Gotta run off from. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore that. Because I fucking can. I ain't doing this to y'all. You think you're cute. So, anyway, here's the thing. It's the same typical shit. Only, these two are probably the worst I've ever seen at it. Now, I don't know about y'all, but you can go back over there and even you can break down that whole, nuh-uh, H said this, nuh-uh, H said, no the fuck you didn't. Quit putting that shit out like, you really trying with your stupid shit to, like you tell me what the point is. Other than to lie to their friends, they're all their friends. Like everybody's just, they know all their names. They send out Christmas cards. Right? I'm like, uh-huh. You know what the point in that is? To mind fuck all the friends. That's how much they love their friends. They like putting out the Kool-Aid in the narratives. No, they like the money, my dudes. I mean, that's how attention whores work. All the friends. Anyway, I'd love to tell you it wasn't laughable at best. Tragically laughable at worst. But either way, I gotta tell you, Trevor coming in hot with that mask slipping was something to behold. For a dude, you remember how Trevor came to fame? The last dead body he latched onto. Y'all remember that? Yeah. Okay, so domestic violence, right? Right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Classmate. Blah blah blah. Her family. They all died. Now I hope Trevor, for his sake, he called in to 911 every time he's seen any warning sign, and he's done so around every family or person he's ever met. I hope he's immediately contacted 911 repetitively. Like, went and made commendations or whatever it is his types do. And I hope he reported. Otherwise, I mean, I don't know. It seems like he might have failed to stop the murder of his friend and her family. Well, I mean, am I allowed to say I hope it fucking haunts him? Yeah, I think so. Cause fuck him, that's why. But yeah, it's weird though, right? The little dude, he didn't go out in the community or the wide world, and pick up any of the missing women, teenagers, anybody else around here and do anything really. Did he? Between there and summer? No, not really. No, he did not. Do you see him standing at the domestic violence houses or donating to those continually? Or Um, passing out flyers or anything, pamphlets to people on that, or going out and helping women and children in need out of domestic violence situations, anything. Because I mean, let's be real, that's what he got famous for first, right? But he only really made a name after that. What was it, the LLC or whatever it was? He started that, I don't know, that project fundraiser thing and such, uh around the last person uh he could latch onto. Um Anyway, so the whole thing is, uh, no, the next thing you see him latch onto is Summer. Now, I'm not sure some of y'all are aware of this, okay? Uh, but it's weird. It's like today the excuse is, because it's like, oh, I had no flyers. Wow, okay, so do I mean other people. They didn't start YouTubes, bro. And fuck's your point. Anyway, so Trevor here tried to insert around the PIs and the team and stuff around Candace and Dawn. Um, and he went on one search, right? Because everybody thought he might be worth fuck. Mm, Consensus on that is no, not really. He was a little weird, everybody. And then basically what he did was he started stalking Candace everywhere for funsies. Everybody wants to forget that, right? All the Facebook posts, all the weirdness for a whole bunch of time. Anybody remember? Hands up if you've been through all this for the past couple of years. Watched it pretty up close and personal. Anyway, and now, I don't know. He hands out flyers or something. Okay, gets his face on the news here and there. We're not real sure. But Trevor today, his mask slipped. Now, I don't know about you, but any champion of those interviews, or um, yeah, I mean, like, to come onto a panel and then be like, oh, mm, mask slippy, quite aggressive with a female you think is maybe triggered by an abuser, and that's part of the chat, what's going up, and then you want to come up and question me like you're the goddamn FBI, like it's fucking, I don't know, Miami Vice or some shit. And then I swear to God, these dumb some bitches, you know what they tell me? After a million times over here going, not everybody knows all that was reported or by whom or when or anything else throughout the years, right? And not all things are reportable, but they're like, you're mandated report, you're mandated this. You can't be calling fucking 911 every 2 seconds, motherfuckers. You can't be calling DCS either every 3 seconds, because guess what, you dipshits? They're already involved half the time. They open and shut cases. Because guess what, motherfuckers? Call every 3 seconds. And then get this. You have to have proof and evidence. They just don't come in and snatch children because somebody calls and goes, well, this one time I seen her, I think. I don't know what the hell, but I don't think either of these two people on this panel have ever actually went through anything terrible in their lives or been through it. Motherfuckers really told me at the end of this shit today that they hoped I had all the police report numbers and all this there. Bitch, it ain't the way none of this works. Ain't the way none of this works. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know. And the thing was, hitting that hard at something that we've all made clear that things are reported throughout all the years, and they're over here playing this. That's what they chose to do today, right? Seriously? Okay, sure. Like, okay, buddy, pal guy. Um, and imagine being so stupid, ask me shit like, Do the feds know? Did you tell them? Blah, blah, blah. These interactions. And it's like the whole it's done text. It's like, why do you keep asking about this shit we've discussed? Said was nothing from the way back. Do you think feds and them don't have proof of when that fucking shit was sent? What it was actually about, all that shit? You know what I'm saying? They've told y'all reams and reams of data, cell phone data. They can get our data off these motherfuckers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They don't have to come get them. They can get that shit in real time, round the clock. You know what I mean? Anyway, I don't know how many times you have to explain this to stupids. But stupids will do stupid shit like this, especially stupid monsters, in front of an audience that are dumber than a box of rocks, and people will buy it. And it's what they kind of count on, is people being dumber than a bag of shit. It is funny, Tanya. And it's like the moment when it's, well, Fred, see, what car was being driven? And I think this was after Brooks was all like, yeah, I've been here since day one, so I know everything. I'm like, okay, alright, Brooks, sure you do. If you did, you wouldn't be here now, would you, girl? So anyway, thing is, after that, it's like, well, Fred said, what car was being driven? What kind of dumb question is that? Hell, I'm pretty sure it's in my first 16 videos. You know, millions of times we've discussed this and talked about it, and everybody's confirmed it over like all these past couple years in public and otherwise, Jimmy times. About 1,000,000,004 times. Yeah, it's pretty common knowledge what vehicles are being driven that day by all parties. I'm pretty sure the only one that's still unknown is the red truck. You know, um, sidekick. What do you mean the TBI needs to ask the FBI to step in? I've kind of told y'all from the beginning that, and I mean, technically the TBI is the FBI, but they've told y'all the feds, the full feds, Tennessee, and full feds, and Hawkins and surrounding agencies are all working in Silver's case. Anyway, so the thing is that I I just but it's all like, right? You run the chat hardcore. You let it just do whatever. You hope people are distracted. They're not. But if they give you as a monster the idea that they are, then what are you gonna do? You're gonna try to hammer in with a little sideshow circus freak who keeps latching onto all the dead bodies in the community or missing ones. And then you're gonna play this game where it's, oh, it's a 1-2 hit, la la, look at us going, we're hard in front of their audience, right? Meanwhile, like I said, they got nothing, and I got what I came for, and I left. So anyway, uh, die enhanced. Are y'all ever watching that shit show, Smart? Seriously? I was like, holy shit, this is the most try-hard moment I've ever seen. It was also one of the... Y'all have seen this same exact game attempt to be played on me 1,000,000 times. Tell me I'm lying. Same exact play-by-play. Same playbook, dude. Especially when Monster's in full tilt and they still think that triggers the shit out of me like it did the first few times, right? Tell me what you all watched today was not the same pathetic ass fucking attempts of emotional, mental manipulation, chat manipulation, hoping all that would distract. They cleansed it and made it to where it was nothing but running, just fucking garbage, right? And then I don't know what the funfetti fuck was going on up there on the thing in between the purposeful muting and this here during convenient times, right? But what the funfetti fucking hell glittertastic shit was that? Like the pieces were everywhere. There was I don't know, like something about a fucking coin pusher, some bullshit about that guy everybody's been talking about for days that honestly should have never been talked about because I think anybody in common sense knows that guy. Um, well, bless you, sidekick. I mean, goddamn, what you come in here for? You okay? You alright, sugar? Because you're like the 9 billionth sidekick I've met. I think your name kind of says it all, buddy. Might want to change that name. Come back next week, right? I don't know. Your shit's old. You might want to get a new routine sidekick. I've seen a billion of you before. Anyway, so I'm like, yeah, duh, exactly. It's absolutely the same shit. Now, I don't know how stupid of a monster or tragedy pimp you have to be at this point to keep pulling the same shit and think it's gonna work. It does not. It's not going to. And while you play your stupid games, I'm gonna get what I need and what I came for. And y'all can walk around like little pigeons shitting on chessboard pretending you did whatever, but me, I checked out this morning all smiles. Cause I really, really got shit I really needed. Y'all have no idea how happy it made me. And that mask slip of Trevor's was fucking amazing to behold. Um, and that it was sent anyway. That tells you something. You know? It tells you something. And you know how many recorded calls I got that, and like, not once was he ever like, did you report this, that, and then he wants to come at me like that today. And then abuse me with the summer thing, emotionally and mentally, attempt to anyway. Bitch, he ain't met Monster. You know? Like, this shit's been done to far bigger scare, and by far bigger, scarier monsters than that thing will ever be. But boy, Trevor Purtis being fucking champion of all, wouldn't he? Anyway, I don't know. I think I pretty well got what I went for. Um, Now they try to die, but you can always tell when it's gonna happen. It was like Trevor in the room, like an instant. Oh, he's here! I'm like, oh, here we go. You know, knew what was coming. I'm like, sorry, as soon as I was done there making 2 or 3 comments, and suddenly, poof, there he is. I'm like, oh, here we go again, this routine. You know? I'm like, whatever. Okay, have it your way then. We'll play the same tired shit. But see, it's a new creator, right? So to them, I guess it feels brand spanking new. Or something. I don't know. Anyway, whenever you hear a creator say, um, that they're actually not watching anything, once again, every time you hear a creator say that, if they're not watching the things that we say or do, then how in the fuck are they supposed to be, quote, solving Summer's case online? Right? Somebody riddle me that shit, Batman. No, Simone, I didn't, and I don't really care, honestly. I'm sure it's something amazing. I'm sure it's got something to do with like a monster. Or who knows what. Am I right, Simone? Am I right? Okay. Anyway, uh, Tanya is probably something stupid. Something. I don't care. They're gonna miss me with it. Man, I'm sure it's meant because they think I'm in some sort of worked up state. I'm sure it'll be something with that or whatever. Maybe they're actually taking a break these days. I doubt it. Because guess what? They're out of food right now. Hands up if you know what their best food is. Well, they hashtag summer and their name in it, and they tell you it's something about summer. You know what that is? Everything but summer. And that right now, you see what they're doing is mining monster shit again. And that dumbass is doing it because it's making him money. Um, and because he does enjoy abusing and making money at the same time. It's his new favorite thing. But anyway, so as you can see, they're out of fucking food. Um, they don't really have anything to offer you as far as summer or actually solving anything on summer. I would still like to know how in the hell Candace playing this fucking coin pushing game and these creators talking about it. Somebody tell me what the flying fuck eyes do with summer. How it's supposed to help find summer. Anybody? Really, one of the biggest hard hitting questions I heard today was, did Candace play this game before summer vanished? Well, I don't know. What the fuck does it matter? Did you play checkers when you were fucking 7? The fuck does that do with anything? Like, huh? Somebody make it make sense, please. Please. Raise your hands if you can tell me how in the hell any of them talking about Coin Pusher and Candace playing it is some big ass clue in Summer's case or to solving this. Say the fuck what? I did appreciate the good attempt at the trying to keep people on their toes, make them wonder what Did you notice the changing in pieces? Like it went from really foul shit to then like the JSP's not a suspect audio playing from Pruitt and then back. I'm like, oh really? Well, I could see that for what that was, unless you just whole ass pushed the wrong button, but good try. Like, good try, bro. Um, I guess if you think you're a super detective or interrogator and keeping us guessing is it, whew, what a hard hitter, buddy. I don't know. So I was just like, and I was pretty checked out after I got what I came for. I'm gonna be real there. Um, yeah, Tanya, she kept, not just during times when, I was supposed to be, like, literally supposed to be answering something. I'd look over and my mic would be muted. It's pretty fucked up. So in that way, once, I said whatever was clip worthy, she would mute me. To where the full explanation, the full question wasn't actually answered. And it would take me a second or two to notice because the way my hand was on the phone. Anyway, so yeah, it was really fucking wild. And then, I'm like, okay, really wild in the sense that it's the same shit, different day, right? Same shit over and over and over again. Uh, it was one of the worst attempts I've seen at manipulation and the whole good cop, bad cop, and whatever else. All of it being entirely unnecessary, quite frankly. But yeah, that whole thing about Fred, right? Some dumb shit about, well, Fred says he's seen him driving in the road or whatever, or going out the road, or something else mixed up the dumb bitch ain't got right. Mostly on purpose, because she keeps all her friends all fucked up. She can eat them longer, right? So anyway, um, I'm sitting there like going, huh? Did she not hear Ziggy and Fred's newest version about he was shown pictures? Wasn't that he seen it in person, it was, that he was shown pictures. Because they couldn't make it quite work when Fred swore he wasn't in there. He went to the junkyard and didn't come back till way late. Um, so then they had to be like, well, they showed us pictures. And, either way, I don't guess Brooks got the news or something, but, yeah. So I'm like, well, that's real weird. How would Fred see Monster driving anything? He wasn't in there. Swear to God. Hand to God. And I know I'm an atheist. Don't count for much. But she goes, well, how do you know? I'm like, what do you mean, how do I'm like, bitch, I was actually in the road. Y'all lived there. Hi, how are you? I heard when he at least left once, right? That day. And then I was standing there and he about run me over when he come back in way after the helicopters went up. So y'all tell me when in that time was this motherfucker in there to be witnessing all the things Fred proclaims he was witnessing? And the pictures just make it even worse. Because, like I said, a bit ago, way back, like a week or two ago, it's like, Fred keeps fingering Fred. It's some weirdest shit. And it's funny. So anyway, sorry, took me a minute. Um, yeah, I don't know. I swear to God, yeah, I don't know. It was just fucking a pathetic hot mess. I always thought Doug was probably the worst for interviewing um anything. Even Doug was better hardcore, like trying to scramble shit, doing whatever to like fuck you on purposes here. And Doug was pretty weak sauced at it. But I gotta tell you, today was the most pathetic hot mess I've ever seen. Uh, can we just get Doug back now? Seriously? Because Jesus Christ, that was trash. But I was wholly distracted at a certain point. I just straight checked out. I had what I needed. I knew what they were doing. I had what I needed. Got what I needed. And why I came in the first place. Um, so I don't know. They really are truly the gifts that just keep on giving. So I can just really tell you at this point. I mean, I came with a goddamn warning label. I really did. Um, I no way bullshitted about that at all. You know? And here's the thing, right? I spent my whole life almost having to keep track of, dealing with, living beside, breathing near, and hunting monsters. True monsters of varieties, real ones, that would make these people piss their pants and move entirely across the fucking world to get away from. Okay? These people suck. Okay, guys, so here's the deal. Something just popped up for me. Um, and I guess I keep forgetting. I keep leaving Di's poor pants on. But anyway, something just popped up. And, I've got to take care of it rather quickly. So I'll be back here in a bit, okay? Y'all be good, be safe. I hear the streets are popping. I don't know. Weird how that timing works. You know how it goes. Anyway, but something just, yeah, I've got to go.